All right, well, good news for the adrenaline rush lovers and, of course, the people who are willing to spend a whopping 3.5 crore rupees for the fastest car in the Mercedes stable. And I'm joined by the managing director for Mercedes Benz India. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Congratulations, and tell us about the launch, sir. You have committed about 10 odd launches for 2023. How's the year looking going forward? And tell us about the launch first of all, sir.
Well, today is a special day. We have launched the fastest production car in our stable, the AMG GT four-door coupe. This has a lot of technology from Formula One. It's a plug-in hybrid to start with, 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. This only shows our commitment to the top-end vehicle segment because, we started the year with launch of a cabriolet, an AMG cabriolet, and now the second launch is again an AMG GT. We see a lot of growth and potential in this segment because there is a lot of enthusiasts. They want to drive cars, they want to experience it on these tracks. Even this car, we have actually mapped the Bhutan International Circuit on the track pace, so they can actually hone their driving skills also taking this car onto this track. So a lot of, customization done for Indian customers so that this is more relevant to them.
Of course, customization is one aspect where Indian roads, especially for the cars, the super performance cars like an AMG, has been fine-tuned by Mercedes. Give us a fine detail as to what Mercedes has done when it comes to fine-tuning the vehicle for Indian roads.
Well, firstly, starting from the E-Class, if you see, we have been able to have a long wheelbase E-Class because we have customers who drive themselves on weekends, but on weekdays they have drivers for parking and others. So we said that for India, the long wheelbase is a great solution. So E-Class, the GLE, for example, comes on a longer wheelbase platform. So that's one customization. The second thing for India is also the entire thing about connected cars. So we were the first to introduce connected cars with embedded SIM. The app provides a lot of usage, and daily usages. For example, you can have you can ring fence the way the car goes in. So if your kid is getting dropped to school, if it goes beyond the perimeter, you get an alert to pre-climate control. It's such hot weather, you want to get the car ready before you get in. So these are a couple of topics there. The third pillar is localization. So we were the first again to localize an electric car in India with the EQS, and we have been continuously investing on localizing also cars for India.
Right. Also, thirdly, I'd like to ask you, when it comes to the pricing for this vehicle, about 3.3 crores, it's a bit premium, of course, what the customer gets. Tell us the deciding factor of the pricing as far as this vehicle goes.
So frankly, this is a CBU, so the taxes are for sure high, and therefore that reflects in the pricing. But for us, it's beyond price because we are also offering, for example, every customer who books now in this quarter will get a delivery from Lewis Hamilton. Now this is something a money can't buy experience. And so we are focusing more on some of those aspects. But I think the GT Black Series was at 5.5 crores. We actually were able to sell 2 cars, and then we had more inquiries, and we were sold out on that car because there was limited allocation for India. So we still feel there is a set of enthusiasts who love these cars who will definitely go for this.
And again, coming back to the point, I would like to ask you on the market for premium super performing vehicles like this one, how is it growing in India? Are people getting more affectionate, to say so, towards buying and having more affiliation towards super performing cars?
See, for us as Mercedes Benz, we had a fantastic quarter now and the best ever fiscal. So we concluded the March fiscal with more than 16,400 cars, and also the first quarter of this year, calendar year, with more than 4,600 cars. So that shows a strong demand for Mercedes Benz, a very strong desirability for the brand. But now when you go deeper, the growth has come in the top-end vehicles. We have grown by 100% plus on the top-end vehicles. We have our 20 to 25% of our portfolio is top-end cars, starting the GLS, S-Class, Maybachs, the TEVs. So I think what we are observing for Mercedes-Benz is a very changed customer profile, customers who really value luxury, who want to go into the top end of the spectrum. They don't want to compromise car. They don't want an entry-level car. So I think this is a very different customer profile than what we have seen in the past. And our job is to ensure that they get their cars fully loaded, fully spec'd with whatever is possible.
Absolutely. Towards my final set of questions, I'd like to ask you on the growth for 2023. How are you witnessing that and the demand, especially you mentioned the top end is in the real game changer for Mercedes right now. How's the demand otherwise for the whole year looking like?
No, I think with quarter one, we had 17% growth in this first quarter, so we still maintain our double-digit growth projections for the year. And if that happens, this should be another best-ever year for us. So the team is working on it. On the other side, we have headwinds. We have headwinds with forex because the rupee not being as strong. We had to take the second price increase in April. For that, we have got some financial products now for which the customer can really, because of the high residual values, buy the car at a much lower EMI. So we are trying to come up with some solutions. But on the other hand, we also see geopolitical situations changing. Maybe there is some headwinds there. But when I look at the order bank position, as of 1st of April, we have more than 4,000 customers waiting for our cars. Many of our cars are, the top-end vehicles are waiting for 6 to 16 months. So that gives us confidence that the growth momentum should continue.
Right, the growth momentum should continue. And how about the waiting time period for vehicles? Is there a plan from the global headquarters to get in more vehicles as CBUs, or how do you plan to, solve the grievance for those 4,000 customers?
See, unfortunately, the CBU and the CKD taxes are high. So technically, we cannot get the CBUs in because it will be overpriced. 97% of our portfolio is CKD, made in India. We have 14 cars made in Pune. Now comes to how do we get more kits? And that's the demand for some of these cars are there even worldwide. And therefore, we are highly focused on catering to these demands before introducing new cars. So therefore, it's already second quarter and we have only launched the second car. We will wait. And maybe the second half come up with more launches.
I would like to go before asking on the electric vehicle penetration. Nearly 100% growth year on year we are witnessing for electric vehicles. Mercedes has been one of the pioneers in bringing electric vehicles into India's super performing cars. So give us an outlook on the Mercedes that they are probably you're planning to launch in the coming times.
I think for us, electric is not an option, right? We are fully committed to a sustainable luxury, and there is no luxury without sustainability. So we will be accelerating this. Today, the demand is high. Again, as I said, the waiting period for an EQB, for example, is close to 5 to 6 months. Also, when we launched EQB and the GLB, one was a combustion engine and one was an EV. We saw the take rate for EV to be much higher. So today the take rate is 70% for an EV and 30% for a combustion engine. This clearly shows consumers want to try out EVs. Before launching new cars, as I said, we want to ensure there are sufficient supplies. No point in exciting the market if we are not able to deliver the cars. So our focus is how do we get allocations for India, what can be done, and we are discussing this with our global headquarters. EVs are in demand. Our global press release will come out in a couple of days. You will see even globally, Mercedes Benz EVs are really hot cakes, and therefore to get some cars is a challenge.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for joining us and wishing you all the best, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.